update you on some breaking news we've been following. There is a massive fire happening right now in Vacaville, and we want to show you some live pictures from the scene. Let's go straight to our reporter, Tom Miller. Tom?
Yeah, Brian, this is Keating Park in Vacaville. It's about 100 acres, is what I'm told, the fire right now, and 100 people have been evacuated. But there's no way to describe this without the pictures, and you can just see the size of this blade. The entire mountainside is lit up in flames, and not too far away are homes. If we could just pan to the right here, I'm going to ask my photographer, Alan. You can see where the homes are. You can see there are more firefighters working to put out these hot spots, and just below them is a huge neighborhood. To repeat, we know at least 100 people have been evacuated. They've gone to an evacuation center that's just at the bottom of this neighborhood here. We know that this fire started sometime, I'd say around 10:30, and initially we were just getting reports on how this was growing in size. It was 10 acres, and then the next phone call I got, which was maybe about a half hour ago, said it was 100 acres. You can see those flames, and those are a good distance away, and I can tell you that just from where we're standing, you can feel the heat. And as pretty obviously, you can also tell what's driving this blaze right now is the wind, just ripping through this area as it becomes hard for these firefighters to get in front of this, as these embers are just ripping across the landscape here. I just spoke with a member of a team. He said he was from a local jail or prison. You know, they're out here working. They have these groups of firefighters that can come out here. They're working to put out the hot spots, and that's what's just going on over here to my right. But again, the latest information that we know, 100 acres, 100 people evacuated. We don't know if any structures have been lost. We don't believe so. But this firefight continues as this blaze doesn't seem to be getting any smaller.
I mean, Tom, while we have you with us, what can you tell us about the other end of that fire? There on your end, we see those firefighters working so hard to put out those hot spots, but obviously the concern of the moment is that giant blaze burning on that hillside in that park behind you. What are they saying in terms of any chance at all at getting any kind of containment line, especially with that wind?
You know, to be honest, we haven't heard anything about a containment line, and I think it would be premature to suggest that they can get one right now. But I will show you what we can see over here. We'll just walk over to this hot spot. You can see this group of firefighters. They're working. This is a spot that was already burnt, and you can just tell by those street lights beyond them how close the homes are. You know, just below that, where you can't even really see from here, is an entire neighborhood. So they're working. You know, they have shovels out here. They have picks. They're working to sort of create a fire line to get rid of the hot spots. But as you can just see right there, when they pick up the earth, those are sparks that are flying. Those are embers that are flying. And when we were, you know, maybe half mile down from this, when we just first arrived, we were getting sparks flying, and you just by looking at me and this whole scene, you can tell that the wind is going to be a challenge as this firefight continues.
Yeah, Tom, the wind seems to be the real factor here tonight with this fire going on. I mean, it sure looks as though this could cause the fire to just spread to other places at any point in time.
Yeah, and you know, we really haven't had a chance to survey where else the firefight is going on right now. This seems to be the primary problem area. I will say that firefighters are doing a great job of protecting the homes. When we just went down to the neighborhood below us, you didn't actually see any, you know, nothing was on fire, and it really didn't get that close to the homes to the point where, you know, it was in anybody's backyard. Just like some of these hot spots that you see burning, like that one right there, that looks like that may have been a tree, and sort of the branches that have fallen are what's burning, but that doesn't necessarily look to be spreading. That seems like it's pretty much contained within itself. But this wind and the smoke, when we were down there on the street earlier, there were a bunch of residents who just, you know, you have your eyes covered, you have your mask, if you're lucky enough to have one, covering your face. You know, you saw people crying as as I sort of am right now, just trying to protect themselves as they worry about also protecting their homes, protecting their families. Right now, this is really in the firefighters' hands, though.
Tom, what we're seeing behind you is really well-defined areas of flame in sort of what looks like mountains and mountains of darkness, blackness. I wonder from where you are if you're able to tell, first, how far away are you from homes, and can you tell exactly how far away those homes are away from the flames?
I mean, to be honest, I don't think some of these hot spots are not much further than 100 feet or so. I'm going to see if I can walk with my photographer through this hot spot. We're going to follow this group right here, and this should give you a very good idea of where the homes are. So all this area where we're walking on right now is charred, and below them you can see the fire trucks, you can see the neighborhood. You know, we're right there, and fortunately this blaze hasn't continued on into the neighborhood. But, you know, guess what? All it would take is a few misplaced embers, and suddenly we have a much bigger problem than this already seems to be. We'll continue, you know, walking with these firefighters. They look like they're just looking for any hot spots. It doesn't seem like they found any real problem areas. I'm seeing, though, what appears to be maybe a flare-up over here. That could just be a light. No, it is a flare-up. So this is what we're talking about. When you have flames like this and you have something like this burning, who knows what could happen. But when you look out there at the street now, you can see the firefighters, priority number one, as they always tell us, is protecting these homes. And I'm sure that they're doing a very good job of making sure that, you know, there really aren't any catastrophic instances.
Tom, thank you for that vantage point. You are on a hilltop, but for all intents and purposes, it looks clear that the flames that burned where you are standing were just across the street from people's homes.
Certainly, certainly.
Well, Tom, good reporting out there. Be careful. We're going to check back in with you here in just a second, but we want to check in with Mark Mazzaferro. He is the spokesperson for the city of Vacaville. And Mark, if you're on the phone with us, tell us what you know about this fire at this point tonight.
Well, the fire is approximately 200 acres, maybe a little better. There have been some voluntary evacuations requested in some neighborhoods. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You're doing great, Mark.
Yeah, okay. There have been some evacuations, voluntary evacuations in the neighborhoods near the fire. There is no level of containment at this point. We're asking people to naturally avoid the area at all costs, but the firefighters do their work. It's about it's over 5 alarms with some assistance from county folks as well.
Mark, do you have a sense right now of the neighborhoods or maybe the streets that are going to be in the greatest danger of this fire right now?
Well, basically, lots of the homes along California Drive. So these are the areas that we're asking for voluntary evacuation. Skyview Place, Arequipa at California Drive, south end of El Matador Motorhome Park, in Hidden Oaks.
Mark, I noticed a couple times you said voluntary. These are voluntary evacuations. Why are they not mandatory evacuations?
Well, because at this point, while certainly the fire is moving, it's not. Our crews feel it's safe enough. If people want to leave, we have a place set up for them to go.
Mark, when you've talked with the firefighters, what have they told you about these wind conditions and how much of a factor and a problem that they are tonight?
The winds are definitely causing a problem. We've had gusts over 40 miles per hour, and they've been steady at 30 miles an hour and changing direction, which is creating a lot of problems for our guys and gals out there.
And Mark, I know it's early, but have firefighters given you any indication of what might have led to this tonight, or at least an exact point of origin of those flames? Do they know that?
They aren't sure exactly where it started yet or how it started, but it's being investigated, obviously. But at this point, the focus is attacking those areas you were just looking at and trying to get this fire knocked down.
And this bears repeating. Tell us one more time where those evacuation centers are, those shelters for tonight that people can go to.
Yeah, we're asking everyone to go to the Three Oaks Community Center. It's at 1100 Alamo Drive, and the Red Cross is going to be there to help as well.
Okay, Mark Mazzaferro from the city of Vacaville, thank you for your time tonight. Thanks for the input, and best of luck to all those firefighters out there. Let's go to Dirk now and get more perspective on those strong winds that are happening in that area. Dirk?
Yeah, winds. And these are winds. It's that Delta breeze is helping to cool things off here in the valley. Very strong winds this evening. And that's what's causing such problems with this fire at this point. You can see from Travis Airfield, which is to the south there, that's where we have the strongest winds, southwest to 25 miles per hour. As you work your way from Fairfield on towards Vacaville, there's a decrease in winds, but that's really misleading because where this is positioned, you can see the location of the fire. Again, Vacaville is to the north and to the east of it, and then you can see to the west and to the south, we have this little mountain range. There's a little bit of a hills that's making its way towards I-80. There's a break between the hills, and that's where I-80 goes through, and so we have winds that are going to be coming up over the hills, but also the strongest winds are going to be running parallel with those hills right into the fire, pushing it to the north, and that's where the community is. You can see to the east is where that is, and then to the north you have I-80, and there's houses all along that side of the mountain, or at least down at the base of the mountain, where when you get up on the mountain, it's mainly just dried grass. There's some scrub, there's some oak trees that are along there as well, all that are very, very dry, and that can be used for fuel. And with the winds like we're seeing, that's just going to continue to push any embers out in front and move that fire along very quickly. But as we've noticed, the firefighters staying very close to those homes, making sure that any of those embers don't fall down where the homes are, and that could cause a problem and ignite some of the areas around where those homes are. So you have to be very careful there. But these winds are expected to dissipate slowly as we make our way towards sunrise, but we're still going to be dealing with these winds all night long, and they should pick up again tomorrow. So hopefully they'll be able to get a lot of this down tonight, but the winds are going to continue to be a problem over the next 24 hours.
Those winds are just the worst possible news tonight. To recap for you right now, this fire burning at Keating Park. So far, Vacaville police have been telling us about evacuations in 3 different areas: Skyview Place, Arequipa Court, the El Matador Mobile Home Park. An evacuation center has been set up at the Three Oaks Community Center.
Yeah, we just heard a few moments ago that this has gone to 5 alarms now. So this has become a very big fire, and one that certainly is of great concern to folks in Vacaville there. We know of some streets, Hidden Oaks, Arequipa Court, El Matador Mobile Home Park, as well as Skyview Place. Just a few of the streets that are going to be affected by this, as there are voluntary evacuations right now happening in those areas because they are the streets of greatest concern right now. And there's some of the firefighters working hard to try to protect those homes, try to build any kind of fire line they can to create a break so that the flames will not reach those homes. We are going to keep an eye on this for you throughout the night. Of course, we'll have more for you on the KCRA3 Morning News, as well as online through the KCRA3 mobile app and KCRA.com.